Shalom, shalom, yasharallah. Shalom, yasharallah. I want to start off by saying I give all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Amashiach, Barakathai, Yahweh, Abba Yahweh, the great king that's on the throne, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, the Howard for the Rakakwadash, the Howard for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaquab, the Howard for the house of King David, the third temple that's being built here in the daughter of Babylon, and where we've been scattered in the four corners, the four winds of the earth, the Howard for King David, who will rule well under Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Barakathai. Shalom, once again, Yasharallah, the Howdah, Barakathai for the men, the Akim that's out there in the highways doing this work in sincerity and in truth. The Howdah for the men, the house of King David that's laboring in sincerity and truth, doing this work, prophesying the downfall of Esau, Edom, and all these kingdoms and these countries. And waking up the lost sheep at House Yasharallah, doing this lesson, these videos in sincerity and truth. The Howdah for the Yaquat, the righteous sisters of Yasharallah that's being in subjection unto their husbands, that's teaching other sisters of the Yaquat and the little ones at home, the little bitty ones at home. Shalom. Barakathai. This is another meek servant's lesson, another meek servant's video report here in the daughter of Babylon, right? And where we've been scattered in the four winds, four corners of the earth, giving all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, right? The great king, our heavenly father, Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, Barakathai. And this lesson, I was checking this out. You see this Edomite on the screen. We're going to check out this clip. You see? These Edomites, so-called white man and so-called white woman, they're complaining because they see their kingdom coming to an end. They see the future of the Edomites, of the so-called white people, and the rest of these heathens, and 2/3 of you Israelites, okay? They see where this country is going. They see where this world is going, this eon, this cosmos. Esau, Edom, his civilization, his kingdom, his rulership. They see where this is going, right? And it's looking real grimace for these Edomites, because the Most High told you, the Most High say in 2nd Ezra 6 and 8 and 9, for Esau is the end of a world, the end of a rulership, the end of a heaven, the end of an eon, the end of their government, the end of their kingdom, okay, the end of their heaven, the end of their earth, okay, because the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, right? Job 9:24, and he covered the judges in the face of thereof, right? So we know the Edomites' rulership is at end, is up, time's up. And now he's going to rule, he's turning up, he's turning it up, okay, to bring out his NWO, his New World Order, which is already here. We here now, so everything is present. We here. There's no more this gonna happen. Look, we in the moment. It's happening. It's here. It's there right now. Okay, and these Edomites feeling it. They feeling the oppression. They feeling the homelessness. They feeling the crisis. Okay, it's unaffordable. No more White House and Lily Pickett white fence with the dog in front. And a swimming pool in the back with the floater and the beach ball floating in the pool with dad on the barbecue pit barbecuing hot dogs, frankfurters, and hamburgers. You see? With a swing and a slide set. Them days is over for the Edomites. Either they bugged out on opioid, you see? They bugged out on drug fentanyl. They homeless. They just bug the hell out. And the ones that ain't homeless can't afford to maintain their mortgage or their rent. Okay? And this is their rulership. This is their heaven. Okay? It was once great for them. Now Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, is bringing judgment upon the sinful kingdom. So these elite bankers, these Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the bloodline family, right? The elite bankers, the one control the arm of banks, where they turning up the squeeze. Okay? See, these Edomites, these Susies and Bobs, they've been cut out of the deal. Okay? Okay? Susie and Bob been cut out of the deal. These average Edomites, they've been cut out of the deal. Okay? All right? So when you deal with the Billy Bobs and the Susie Qs, okay, well, they've been cut out of the deal. Okay? All right? And they feeling this pinch. They feeling this squeeze. And now they complaining about an ungodly father. And that's going to open it up to our first precept. Let's go to the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiastes. You got to be reading out of a King James 1611 edition or version. Okay, so let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, the book of Sirach, chapter 41 and verse 7. The Most High say, the children, see these Edomites, the children will complain of an ungodly father. You see, they complaining of these, they forefather, the Edomites, Esau, Edom. Okay, they're progenitors, the one that's in rulership on the earth. Okay, Amalek. You see, okay, because they shall be a reproach for his sake. Let's read it again. Let's be repetitive. Say the children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproach for his sake. Okay? So that's what's going on, Yasharala. You're going to check out this clip and you're going to see this Edomite, she's complaining because it's not looking good for her. Okay? And it's just starting. And they already complaining. They finna turn it up. Okay? So let's go to the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 28 and verse 3. He say, draw me not away with the wicked. You see, that's what we asking. Draw me not away with the wicked. It's King David. And with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors. You see, because the Edomites, what they do is the wicked, they speak peace to their neighbors. Okay? Tell them it's going to be all right. We're going to implement, you see, this digital CBDC where you're going to get your transaction quicker. Everything going to be faster. Coming out with this universal income. Okay? So they're going to come through peace. Okay? This is how this man works. He's going to push out a convenience through this digital dollar, through this digital CBDC. Okay? All right? This digital blockchain system, which ultimately is going to lead to the RFID micro CHIP. Okay? The digital Rice Krispie treat. The digital all, the Koroks, as it say in Revelation chapter 13. Okay? All right? So this is how this man gonna implement this. So right now he putting the squeeze game. They're crashing this dollar because the petrodollar is no longer good. This fiat currency is no longer good. The world reserve currency is no longer good because the BRICS nations have dumped the dollar for gold. Okay? All right? So they just got to come on out with it. He got a short term, right? Let's get that in Revelation 12 and 12, I believe. See, Esau know he got a short time to get it crack-a-lacking. See, they getting it crack-a-lacking, Yasharala. Okay? They getting it crack-a-lacking. Okay, so while you playing around, while you playing games, well, Esau Edom, he making his moves. Okay, so Revelations 12 and 12. You say, therefore rejoice ye heavens, talking about ye nations, right? And ye that dwell in them, okay? Woe to the inhabitants, talking about the people of the world. They got over 8 billion people on the planet, according to Esau. Okay? The inhabitants are those that inhabit the earth. Okay? And of the sea. For the devil, which is what? The deceiver. Talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, your lover. The ablos, the ablas, the false accuser, the slanderer, the deceiver, Esau Edom, okay, is come down unto you having great wrath. You see, and right now this man is coming out with great wrath in this new world order. Okay, because it's going to bring a lot of famine and pestilence and debt and great debt and destruction. Okay, but this all the will of Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, right? Okay, this is the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, because Esau is that sword. He's the wicked for the day of evil, right? We're going to get that in Proverbs 16 and 4. Because he know it that he had but a short time. So Esau got to get it crack-a-lacking, because the Most High say he got a short time to do what he got to do. So they're going to come out with it and be the boogeyman. They're not shucking and jiving, Yasharallah. Okay? They coming on out with it. Whether you know he's the boogeyman or not, they coming out with it. Proverbs 16 and 4. The Elohim had made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked, you see the wicked is Esau, Edom, the Edomites, Malachi 1 and 4, for the day of evil. So this devil, this dragon, he was created for the day of evil, bad times. Okay, for great famine, great debt, great destruction. Esau was created to make it happen. Okay, that's what's going on, Yasharallah. That's what's going on. So let's check out some of this clip, and then we're going to bring out some more precepts.
People doing, because this is getting really scary.
Yes, sister, I'm with you. It is getting very scary for us, but for them it is going just as planned. And the plan is to suck every last dollar out of us.
So she say, this Edomite, she say, for them is going as planned, talking about your elite bankers. Okay? All right, the powers that be, right? Okay? The PTB, all right? The one that control the IMF banks. Okay? That's what's going on, Yasharallah. Let's get some precept on that. So for them to say it's going good because Esau put these unrighteous decrees, these laws. Okay, let's get that in Isaiah 10 and 1. It say, woe unto them, okay, mean destruction, that decree unrighteous decrees. Decrees mean laws, policies, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, you see. So Esau them implementing these laws through the banks, okay, to bring out this digital CBDC, this digital all that they're going to put up in you. It's going to be up in you. Your right hand on your forehead, right? Up in you, Yasharallah. They're going to put it up in you. Okay? All right. Let's go to the book of Micah. Chapter 2 and verse 1. The Most High say, woe to them that devise iniquity. Talking about Esau Edom. And work evil upon their beds. Okay, the Most High say, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You see? Because they the powers that be. Okay, so the Most High say it's in their hand. Okay? So they plotting, they practicing. While you sleeping, the so-called white man, he's up. He's plotting your demise. While you sleeping, while you snoring, and while you spiritual sleeping, being a ninja, being a thought, being a whore, being a slut, being a busybody, being a murderer, being a soothsayer, a backbiter, a busybody. You see, while you being all those things, being evil and wicked, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans with Indian type of nigga descent by the seed of your father, Numbers 1 and 18, while you being wicked and evil, well, Esau is plotting your demise. He's plotting on you. He's gaining on you. You see? He's gaining on you. Okay? He's plotting how to destroy you Israelites. Okay? You better get with it. Micah 2 and 1, let's be repetitive. Woe to them that devise iniquity, because the Most High going to bring judgment upon Esau as well. And these heathens, and 2/3 of you Israelites, and work evil upon their beds. You see, because the so-called white man, he worked evil upon his beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You see? So it's in their power. Let's check out this clip.
Bring us to our knees before the currency accidentally collapses. That way we will have no other choice but to take the digital currency that is tracked, traced, and monitored and completely controllable so that they can completely control you. And this is how they're doing it. A little over a year ago, my husband made $25 an hour. We lived a good life. I didn't have to monitor the bank account. Things were good, you know. But now he got a new job, thankfully. Otherwise, we would be out on the streets right now making $46.25 an hour. Yet we are doing way worse and not doing it.
So even with her husband making more money, he was making $25 an hour. At one point, they was doing good. Now he's making $46 an hour. Things is worse, okay? Because there's no remedy for the destruction and the judgment of Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach. There's no remedy. It's judgment time, right? There's no remedy. Okay, the money ain't no good. Let's get that in Ezekiel 7 and 19. Even with him making double salary, they in a worse off position than they was in when he made less money. Okay? And they can thank their ungodly father Esau, and they are Edomite. Okay? This is their nation. Okay? But this is judgment of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Let's get Ezekiel 7 and 19. Make it make sense, right? The Most High said they should cast their silver in the streets. And silver here is representing gold and money. It's representing something that you can utilize to purchase or buy or trade, right? They should cast their silver in the streets, right? Because money fell in Egypt, right? Okay, when you read Genesis, I believe 47 and 16, somewhere in there, Genesis say money fell in Egypt. Okay, so Egypt is America, so money ain't no good. The dollar is no good. It's hyperinflation. It's not backed by anything. It's just IOUs. All these currencies, United States currencies, all they are is just IOUs. That's all it is. Okay? They should cast their silver in the streets and their gold should be removed, you see? Okay, because Esau going to remove all that so he can digitize you. You're going to be a digital display. You say their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day. So even with her husband making more money, it ain't going to deliver him. It ain't going to deliver them, him and his family. Okay? From the day of the it's judgment time. You see? Deliver them in the day of what? Of the wrath of the Elohim. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They should not satisfy their souls. So even in her husband making double salary, it's not satisfying their souls. Neither fear their bowels, you see, because it is in the stumbling block of their iniquity. Okay? So that's what's going on, Yasharalik. Money fell in Egypt. Okay, they playing the squeeze game. All hell finna break loose. Let's get the book of Daniel. Let's go to the book of Daniel 8:25. And though his policy, you see, this is Esau policies. Also, he shall cause craft to prosper. You see, through this Fed Pay Now program, through this digital CBDC, it's going to cause craft to prosper in his hand. Okay, that's what's going on, Yasharala. We're making it plain upon tables. This man is a great gatherer. Okay, he's a great gatherer. Okay, and he shall magnify himself in his NWO, in his heart, in his mind, you see. And by peace, see, because this man always coming with peace. He's making it good for you, American citizen. See, everything he do is in peace and safety. It's for the best interest of the inhabitants of the people. You see, this is how this man works. This is how he operates. That's why you got to be aware of his devices, as it says in 2 Corinthians, I believe, 2:11. Okay, you got to be aware of this man's devices. Okay, and by peace shall destroy many, you see. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but shall be broken with our hands. See, he going to stand up against Yahweh Shah Mashiach when World War III jump off. But he going to be destroyed with our hand, Yasharala. He ain't going to prevail. Okay? All right, that's what's going on, Yasharala. Let's get the book of Psalms. Let's get the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse number 2. You say the wicked in his pride, you see, because that devil is pride. He's a prideful devil. The wicked in his pride do it persecute the poor. You see, Esau, he's starting to persecute his own people, his own nation. This devil don't have no love. He even persecuted his own people. Okay, let them be taken in the devices. You see, I just talked about the devices. There you go. Boom. All praise to Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach. In his devices, you see, in his devices that they have imagined. You see, because he's imagined how he gonna digitize you, Israel. You ain't gonna be able to buy or sell unless you receive that mark, that karagma, that karax, that digital display, that digital all, that karax, that karagma, that rice-a-roni treat. Okay? That's the only way you're gonna be able to do business. So that's why we wanted Yasharala to beware of the Satan devices, which is Esau Edom, your lover. Okay? The Most High saying in 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage. Okay? Because he already got advantage of some of y'all. Y'all drunk that potion. Okay? All right? 36 months ago. Okay? 24 months ago, a lot of y'all drunk that potion. Okay? So he got advantage of y'all. The Most High say, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant, mean not knowing, of his devices. And that's why we're making it plain upon tables. To beware of this man's devices. Okay? Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 64. Coming out with these precepts. I'm coming out with these precepts, man. You better get it. I'm coming out with precepts. Precept upon precept. Line upon line. Here a little, there a little. I want to do less talking and just come out with some precepts. Psalm 64:5. You say they encourage themselves in an evil matter. You see? That's the pride of Esau Edom. He encouraged themselves in what? In an evil matter. You say they commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? Because Esau, he think he getting away. All right? He think the Most High don't see him, right? But let's see what the scriptures say. Proverbs 15:3. See, the so-called white man, Esau Edom, your lover, he don't think that Yahweh and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shah Mashak, see him. The Most High saying in Proverbs 15:3, he say the eyes of the Elohim are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So the Most High got his eyes on Esau Edom. And he gonna get his judgment in World War III. And they going into captivity for those 1,000 years. Okay, these elite bankers. All right. So Yasharala, we warning y'all of Satan's devices and this NWO that's coming, that's here.
Anything differently. And here's why. Just a few reasons why, actually. So since then to now, due to the ever increasing interest rates, our mortgage has went up $300 more per month. Our home and auto insurance has went up an additional $90 per month due to no fault of our own. Groceries are an additional $120 a week. That's an additional $480 per month. Internet has went up an extra $60. The price of gas for us to travel back and forth to work we're paying at least $200 more a month there. The electric bill has went up $70 a month, and I'm comparing that to this month's bill last year using nearly about the same amount of kilowatts. So that tells me that the rates have increased, seeing as my usage has not increased. Our water has went up an extra $15 a month. Property taxes have risen an extra $1,500 per year. That's $125 more per month. That's a total of $1,340 per month that I am paying for the same exact shit that I was paying before for $1,340 less. And then there's shit like this. A case of Coke was $7.50. It's now $12.50. That's like a 40-ish% increase, yet they tell us inflation's at 8%. A box of goldfish was $6.88. Now it's $8.88. A bundle of kale was 78 cents for years. Now it's $1.60. Corn on the cob used to be $5 for $1. Now it's $2 for $1. And the Dollar Tree is now the $1.25 tree, which is a 25% increase. Yet they tell us inflation is at 8%.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? See, the so-called white man, he's a grape gatherer. All he do is take. You see? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? See, the so-called white man, he don't leave no grapes, Yasharallah. He wanted all for himself. How are the things of Esau searched out? You see, the Most High say, how are his hid things sought up? Okay? Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 15, verse 34. And I hope that this lesson was edifying, Yasharallah. Because I give all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, Barakatai. Okay, let's go to Job. What I want? I want Job 15 and 34. For the congregation of hypocrites, you see, shall be desolate. Okay? And fire, that's that World War III, that's them ICBM nuclear missiles, them nuclear missiles that Oppenheimer showed them how to get down with, consume the tabernacles of bribery. You see? Because this place is nothing but bribery, nothing but falsehood, nothing but deceit, nothing but deception, nothing but lies, nothing but vanity. You say they conceive mischief and bring forth what? Vanity, and their belly prepare deceit. You see? Their belly is talking about their mind. Okay? Their soul. Esau mind, soul. Okay? It's nothing but vanity. It's nothing but deception. It's nothing but mischief. Nothing but vanity, Yasharallah. Nothing but evil. This is all this man is about. He's the wicked for the day of evil, right? Okay? That's what's going on, Yasharallah. I hope you're getting it. I hope you're getting it. Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It's time to repent. For the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It's time to be therefore converted. Or you ain't going to make it, Yasharallah. Okay, you're just not gonna make it. All right. I hope that this lesson was edifying. Shalom.
That's it. And it's not going to stop until all of us are not alive anymore or homeless and ready to be corralled into the 15-minute smart cities where we can be tracked, traced, monitored, and controlled. It's all part of the plan. Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, the Great Reset. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. And they can't achieve that goal if we can afford to live in our homes, if we can afford to eat. We can't afford to do this shit in order for their plan to work. But yeah, it's been a plan for a really long time, but we're just now starting to see it really ramp up. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse.